There he is.
Workout resumed.
Yeah, I couldn't see you.
Well, I parked my bike.
Oh, the bush was in front of the bike.
And also the stand came off my bike, so I couldn't put it on the grass. I had to lean it against the wall.
Auto pause.
Anyway.
Did I tell you about my new cell phone?
No.
No.
You have a new phone? I know you had a
Phone. I have an iPhone 5S now.
okay, that's the same as what Noma has. It's got 5 rows of apps plus the bottom row.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine has 5 rows of apps as well.
Well, mine's the 5S. I'm not sure.
Mine's a 6.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so she does have to. She has one step down from me, right?
Noma, yeah.
Yeah, she has the same one.
Pretty much.
What was it? Jeez, we got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about today. Last time we ran was the race. I thought you might be wearing the shirt. Hang on. I'm just getting over an injury. But I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to keep up with you. Unless you go running off like a madman. My right leg is a little compromised.
Work and work. I found I'm going up the steps for my break, and there's a cigarette butt on the stairs.
Somebody was smoking in the building?
Well, they smoke outside, but I guess it dropped out of their pocket or something.
Or maybe they finished it and then just threw it in the stairway. Anyway, so how's work?
Good.
Yep, you've been there for a few months now.
3 months, dude.
Distance 0.13 kilometers. Average heart rate 75. Workout average pace 7 minutes 46 seconds per kilometer.
Okay. So how far shall we run today?
I don't know.
The short run or the 5K?
Short one.
Short run, okay.
I gotta go to my counselor's today, then I have to go to school.
It's going to be noisy along the highway, as usual.
After I'm done school, then I can go to a different position at work.
Oh yeah.
Be in charge of the ordering. Do the inventory.
Is that why you're doing the numeracy?
Well, no. I'm doing the numeracy for
0.27
politics.
kilometers. Average heart rate 83.
politics?
Workout average pace 7 minutes 19 seconds per kilometer.
You see how many teachers and nurses in the future are going to have one hell of a time. Because there's now people from Vancouver moving here, people from other countries, people from Quebec.
It's going to be a free-for-all.
It's going to be so crowded.
This guy's having the garage sale. Hello.
Oh, it's just fur stuff.
Wool. Watch out for bikes. Alright.
Just when Canada gets overpopulated, all the doctors and all the good teachers and good doctors retire.
Yep.
So, they should,
Mind you, they'll probably use computers to teach kids.
so they don't have to do it in person.
Maybe one day they'll be able to plug in a program that gives you everything you need to know up to the age that you are.
Victoria's too small. We can't handle all that.
There's your work. Sleg. I always call it slegs, but it's slag lumber.
I think I'd probably act like a Donald Trump. I'd say, no more people coming to Victoria.
Distance 0.56 kilometers. Average heart
But
rate
with
83.
Donald Trump,
Workout average
he would
pace
do
7
it
minutes, 3
for
seconds
a
per
different
kilometer.
reason. He'd do it for a racist reason.
Maybe, yeah. Mind you, he might get impeached. They might be able to vote him out.
There's a conspiracy, like, how did Prime Minister or President get elected twice? It's weird. It's like, they're only allowed in 4 years, and I'm like, well, they'll get in for 8 years.
Maybe. I don't know too much about American politics. Amelia Avenue. I wonder who we'll see today. Might see John.
Distance 0.72 kilometers. Average heart rate 83. Workout average
Hello.
pace 6 minutes 56 seconds per kilometer.
You okay? Sounds like you're about to explode.
Just working.
Burping. The good old sound of traffic.
My caregiver told me that Apple was going to shut down the iPhone 3GS, so you won't be able to use it. I'm like, you can't do that.
Not really, no. They could make it so that it's no longer compatible
Yeah.
with any apps.
Or 3G, or you can't use it to call.
Well, maybe that's all you could use it for, just as a phone. It wouldn't be a smartphone.
Well,
It'd
no,
be a dumb phone.
they said you can't use it for anything. But I don't believe that.
That's just an exaggeration.
Yeah, exactly. And then they said they're getting rid of iTunes.
Yep, but it's now called Apple Music, Apple Podcast.
But I still have iTunes.
Yeah, you still have the little icon on your phone.
But it hasn't changed for me.
No?
I think one of my old work buddies said they're just conversion Apple Store with iTunes.
Yeah. It's all combined.
Distance 1.02 kilometers. Average
There's always
heart
a
rate 83.
misconception.
Workout average pace
Yeah.
6 minutes 49 seconds per
They're trying to
kilometer.
confuse us. What they're trying to do is force us to buy a new phone by saying, oh, the old phones, they don't work anymore. They program them to not be able to use them. It's like planned obsolescence. They plan it so that it won't be able to be used.
That's what I like about Microsoft is Microsoft PC. They don't do that.
Not so much, no.
And
What about Galaxy? What are they? What kind of phone is a Galaxy?
I think it's Samsung.
Samsung, that's right.
Samsung crap. It's worse than Jap crap. Well, it is in Japan, but
I think it's Korean actually, Samsung. Anyway, they took over for a while from the iPhone. Do you remember when everybody started getting Galaxy phones
yeah, so it's the cheapest.
and they were bigger?
Yeah.
And then they started it blowing up.
Well,
They started overheating. They're also made mainly of plastic as well. At least the iPhone is made of metal and glass. The only thing glass on the Galaxy is the screen. But your iPhone's probably got glass on the front and on the back.
Distance 1.33
As long as iPhone 5S has 64 gigabytes.
Yep.
Yeah, mine is too.
She's got a red carrier case for it. Little flip like a wallet.
Got mine for $100.
Wow.
I thought that was a good deal. Anywhere else they charge $300 or $200.
I wonder if we'll see the old Lando,
Now,
the Chrysler.
Lambda.
Lando.
No, Lambda.
Landa. They're on strike. The teachers are on strike. Just what you were saying about all these teachers that are going to retire.
Distance 1.48 kilometers.
But I think these are support workers. They're not actually teachers on strike.
Well, it's the new young teachers now. But there's not enough yet. Slowly,
They're probably not as well trained as the old ones.
because
They had to learn everything from Google. You see, look, picket line.
well, got the teachers on strike.
No, the support workers.
What workers?
Yeah, like teachers' aides.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, this guy's stopping for us.
I thought you meant actual teachers.
No, I don't think the teachers are on strike. And I think what they're doing is they're doing rotating strikes.
Yeah, it's
So they don't take all the schools out at once.
taking turns. Yeah.
They take it in turns.
1.62 kilometers.
So this,
Average
today
heart
it might
rate
be here.
Workout average pace
Tomorrow it might be
46
Gordon
seconds per
Head.
kilometer.
Who knows? But it's a union thing. It's not the school, it's the union. Have you ever been in a union? No? There wasn't a dishwashers union at Montana's? You know what Rob said to me? He said he might go back to Montana's.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, I did too.
Hello, dog.
I went back for another year.
Hi. What he said, hi there. What he said was that they'll take him.
Oh,
Even
yeah. They're desperate.
they're desperate.
They're I went back for a year. A whole year.
Beep, beep.
Distance
But he's off work at the
1.6
moment.
kilometers. Average heart
Is
rate
he?
82.
Yeah, he's
Workout
sick.
average pace 6 minutes 46 seconds per kilometer.
I have to start back at Montana's.
I think he's got a sick note for 2 weeks. I'm not sure. He quit Montana's.
Well, they can take him back.
I know. But the thing was that he was saying that the morning, he couldn't get up in the morning because he was so tired from the night before,
Oh,
and he'd waste the whole day.
well, they'll probably be able to get him in a day shift.
Yeah, well, that's what they are open for lunch, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, he can do a day shift for 5 hours. He doesn't have to stay for a whole 10 hours.
Well, I think probably what they do is, if they're stuck for a guy at night, they offer the day guy overtime.
Distance 1.92 kilometers. Average
Just,
heart rate 82.
oh no,
Workout
dishes
average
would
pace 6
still
minutes
be
46
piled up
seconds per
high.
kilometer.
Yeah.
Yeah. He needs to go to the daytime shift. 11 to 3.
11 till 3.
4 hours.
Yeah.
But that won't do him any money. So maybe 5 hours till 4 or till 5.
Well, we'll see. I'm going to be running with him tomorrow so I can talk to him about it, see what he plans to do. We're going to be running Derrick Squares tomorrow.
For the longest time I was doing 6 o'clock to whatever time.
Till midnight. That's a 6-hour shift.
Well, till 2.
Oh, 2?
Yep.
Hello. Thank you.
Sometimes till 1. Most of the time till 12:30.
Average heart rate 83. Workout
That's
average
only
pace
because
6
I was
minutes,
there.
75 seconds per
I
kilometer.
got used to it. I got the experience.
And the work gets easier after you've been there a while. Because you know where you can take,
It gets a little bit easier.
you know where you can
Not
take,
so much though.
you know when you can take breaks. You know when you can slack off a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because at the beginning it's all push, push, push. But there's times when you can say, relax. They don't need this for 20 minutes.
But most of the time you can't relax.
No. Not if the manager's around.
Not even when there's no manager. Because the manager will come in and be like, what the heck?
What's all this mess? Clear the tables. Empty the trash. Wash the bathrooms. Do they ever get you to work the mop?
2 kilometers. Average heart rate 83. Workout average pace 6 minutes, 45 seconds per kilometer.
Well, that's one of the things that Rob didn't like about. He went for a job at Berwick House. It's like a seniors house, and they told him that he would only have to mop up his area, and he ended up having to mop up for the chefs as well. So he said, I didn't like that job. They didn't treat him with any respect. It shouldn't matter what position your job is, you should still be treated with respect. Even if you're just assistant dishwasher.
Yeah, I would mention Rob to the daytime shift.
Distance
Yeah.
2.5 kilometers.
I'll mention that to him tomorrow.
Average pace 6 minutes, 47 seconds per kilometer.
But I don't know. I think he probably gets a check whether he works or not. Unemployment check, that kind of thing. Because he was working there for about 13 years at the Bay.
Boy, if did he ever take his holiday payout there?
Probably, yeah.
Because if he didn't, and he got it, holy cow! It would have been $10,000 or more.
Like a year's worth of pay. Well, not quite.
13 years worth. So maybe 15,000, 25,000.
Maybe 1,000 a year
Average heart rate
in
100
sick pay or whatever.
Average pace 6 minutes,
Or
47
vacation pay. I don't know. It's been so long since I worked for anybody. The only jobs I've had recently have been home care, looking after old guys. But I heard somewhere today that one of those Humboldt hockey players in the crash, did you hear about that? The Humboldt hockey team, that some guy crashed into their bus and killed about 15 of them. And one guy had spinal cord damage, and they've done some treatment. They put electrodes in his spine so he can move his legs again. Just imagine if they could make all paralyzed people walk.
2.64 kilometers. Average heart rate 140. Workout average pace 6 minutes, 47 seconds per kilometer.
But it's not quite that simple, because if you don't use your leg muscles, they waste away. So even if they reconnect the nerves, they can't really walk right away. They would have to build up the strength to walk again. Maybe he could just move his foot.
Did we go down this way under in the race?
Yep. This is where we're passing them coming both ways.
So before I went to work yesterday, my caregiver told me gotta get a cold, put on something
Yeah.
before you go to work. And I'm like, this is not cold.
No, especially for you. You like the cold.
Well, yesterday wasn't cold at all.
No.
Distance 2.79 kilometers. Average heart rate
All I had was
142.
a
Workout
t-shirt
average
and my
pace 6
vest to
minutes
go to
48
work.
seconds per kilometer.
It's just a 5-minute bike ride.
Yep. Do you get warm when you ride your bike? Or
I get one.
yeah. You must push quite hard. You want to get it over with. This is where the El Camino was.
Nope,
Yep.
that's one.
Next one. Could be right. Yeah, maybe. I bet it's in the garage. So, on Monday next week, it's Remembrance Day. That's when they have the relay at Cedars Lake. Do you remember that year we did it? You, me, and Stefan,
Oh yeah,
and he did 2 laps.
home again.
No, I think one year it was you, me, Robbie, and him.
No, he wasn't on here.
He wasn't in our team. Okay. I've got so used to doing the 5K loop from our training that you'll have to remind me which is our turn-off. Have we passed the fish and chip place?
Nope.
Not yet? Rob was asking me what kind of work you were doing at Slag Lumber.
Just off.
Distance 3.08 kilometers. Average heart rate 143. Workout average pace 6 minutes 47 seconds per kilometer.
We're going pretty fast today, you know that?
No, what did it say?
6:47.
That's like that run.
How about the 6:49?
The greatest hits run. Or episode.
Yeah. What shall we call this one?
I don't
The
know.
6:47 run?
No, because
It might not be 6:47.
all the way.
Well, whatever it is at the end,
No, no,
that's what I'll call it.
no, no.
No?
Call it,
The old buddies run.
yeah.
Because we haven't run for 2 months now. That race was in, I think it was in November.
Distance 3.22.
No, in October.
Average heart rate 142.
Beginning of
Workout
October.
average pace 6 minutes 48 seconds per kilometer.
And we're now at the beginning of November. So 1 month.
I wore the shirt a couple of days ago.
Did you wash it or not?
No,
Typical man. That's not dirty, I can wear it again.
yeah.
Besides, who's gonna notice?
Hello, girls, man.
Well, yeah, but
With
that's the thing, isn't it?
with shirts, I usually wash them, but with gray shirts,
Or running shirts.
you want to keep them dirty.
So this is our street. Bradford. Bradford Avenue.
Nope.
Not yet. After this Ford. You remember when you saw the bus driver? I think that might be him. Oh no, it's his wife.
No, they sold the house already.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hi. Everybody seems to know me today.
Even though they don't know you.
Even they don't know me. Maybe they're amused to see an old man with a bandana and shorts. I noticed there was virtually nobody on the road today, on the bicycle path, Everybody's put their bikes away for the winter now. Bunch of sissies. A bunch of sissies.
Oh, you're saying thank you in Chinese.
50 kilometers. Rate 140. Workout average pace 6
What is it in Chinese?
per kilometer.
Xixia.
Sushia.
Right now, everyone's using it in slang rates. So they go, xixia.
Sushia.
They're not really,
It's like saying for sure.
yeah, they're not saying it properly now. But the old Chinese people, they say it properly. They go, xixia,
Sushia.
like a seal.
Sushia. Where did you learn your Chinese? From working with Chinese people?
That's what
Yeah, maybe. Working in restaurants?
Filipinos, I learned a lot.
Yeah. They speak lots of languages. And they speak English pretty well too.
Yeah,
But I think that was because the Americans
they speak
were in the Philippines for a long
Distance
time.
3.64 kilometers.
Speak better
Average heart
English
rate
than Chinese.
145. Workout
True.
average pace 6 minutes 50 seconds per kilometer.
6
Workout
minutes.
paused. Workout stopped.
stopped. 6 minutes 51, it said. All right. Now my dilemma is whether to put all my cycling gear on or leave while I'm still hot.
What place did they get in that race?
What?
What place did they get?
I think you were second in your age group or something like that. No, I was second in my age group.
Oh, what about me?
I can't remember now. I've got your number here still. You remember you gave it back to me? I'll find out what place you finished in that race. It's online. The results are online. Listen, I'll let you go inside. I know you got a busy morning. You got to go and see your job counsellor. Are you going to take the 70 bus in or what?
Oh no, my regular counselor.
Okay. Well, all right. So I'll call it the Old Buddies Run. All right? Bye-bye, Derek. Thanks for the run.